To me, there are two strong components of wine, and particularly the way I look at it is, I do it still today. When I pick up a wine, whether I'm doing it with my clients or whether I'm doing it out at a restaurant, and I try not to be verbal about this, but the first thing I look for is freedom from defects. Okay, so if you look at a classic definition of quality, it has two main components. The first one is freedom from defects. Early days, I mean, California has made strides. The world wine production community has made significant strides in elimination of defects. So you essentially, and that's a cork problem, you don't see defects in wines commercially. You just don't see them. The second one is what I call the classic definition of quality, is I want to say expression of style, or the, there's another term I use for it sometimes. So, elements of style, basically, is what I would call. What are the elements of style and expression of the style? And then within that, you can have this broad range of success or failure, and it really has the wine growing, wine production, finishing of the wine achieved the elements of style to tell a story about what they're doing. Maybe in your music analogy, is there, sometimes I think with winemaking, it's like, it's really inherently simple. You just do what you need to do and stop before you do too much. And probably with music, you know, knowing, and I look at modern art. We walked in the National Gallery and one time, here's this humongous canvas of Kunz. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, I don't have a clue about what he's doing. But my question was, how did he know when he was finished? Yeah. He obviously knew when there was enough on the canvas. And so, you know, it's like saying, I'm going to give you directions to my house, and you turn left at the next to the last stoplight. And you go, well, what good is that? How do I know unless I've gone too far? And that's the whole thing, I think, about experience in anything, but you know, applying it to winemaking and wine growing is doing just enough, but not too much. Not too little, not too much. It's timing and severity again. We want to take off just the right amount of leaves. So I'm walking yesterday with one of my clients and I'm saying, you know, I've been on this particular vineyard and I think we're a little too much exposure. And I think, you know, I think that bell is rung. I mean, there's too much exposure here. Winemaker said, okay, I've got it. You know, you've been saying that for a couple years. He said, okay. I said, all right, let's check that off. Let's check that box. Let's not do that again. You just build experience, you know, and I don't know specifically by doing measurements. I just look at it and I know if this is in the right arena or not. And I just said, you know, it's too much.